Yes, sir. Well said. Next up, we're talking about one of the major players in the S&P 500 index, Apple, and their new Apple Vision Pro, iOS 17, and the new 15-inch MacBook Air. Apple is enhancing the scale of their newest iteration of the flagship MacBook Air. Bigger is better for the masses of America, and the 15-inch gets bigger while staying in the smaller form factor of the 14. Bigger text, bigger windows, better movie viewing real estate. The 15-inch Air weighs in at 3.3 pounds and is 11.5 millimeters thin. So it's no surprise that Apple still delivers a small and light form factor. No Face ID is present, just the classic combination of a webcam and microphone. Touch ID is still on the keyboard, and everything else stat-wise is still the same. The same PPI, 60 Hz, 500 nits of brightness. Guys, it's just a bigger screen. Now, slight improvements in other areas, like the touchpad has increased in size, and the speakers now have a second set of force-canceling woofers, but let's be honest, it's not as good as the 16-inch MacBook Pro sound, and you're getting a bigger battery, up to 18 hours of battery life. Performance will be identical to the smaller size laptops, and if you're doing heavy extensive tasks, you will be side-eyeing a Pro laptop in the appropriate market. The base model starts at $1299, and that's going to get you 8 gigs of shared memory and 256 gigs of storage. Now, are there other laptops you can get for the money? Yeah, but you're looking at laptops that'll do a few things better, like gaming or a foldable screen. The 15-inch MacBook Air is basically for mass appeal everyday use, with an overall top-notch package wrapped up in one very small and light form factor. Ladies and gents, you're buying an Apple product, so that comes with a plethora of goodies within the Apple gang of toys, like a better power adapter, FaceTime, messages, and external device connectivity like AirPods, AirPods Pro, AirPods Max, and the newly announced Apple Vision Pro. The 15-inch MacBook Air, grab it while it's hot, because it's going to catch fire for Apple sales very, very soon. Speaking of hot Apple sales, the biggest announcement in the VR world of tech, Apple is taking over the game with their new Apple Vision Pro. Isaiah, let's hear your raw first impressions.
Well, listen, man. I'm waiting for Apple to launch Apple Juice at this point, man.
Oh my gosh.
And it's going to be an exuberant price point. Let me go ahead and tell you. Now, Apple is really stretching how far their customers will go. And it might be too much now. Because regardless, this blows metaverse crap right out of the water.
It does, yep.
I mean, Apple really killed them off with one move, man. The device looks like something out of Tron and still manages to look good, breathable, and comfortable, which is a common complaint with most VR headsets out there, man. To sum it up, this is genuinely a good example of how exclusive and semi-innovative Apple products have become. I really love how Apple is helping the environment and reducing e-waste by making their own products unaffordable.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it ain't cheap. I mean, it's $34.99, but it makes other things in the tech space seem more affordable. Like an RTX 4090. I see the product has a lot of potential. However, I think most people would use it for watching movies and TV shows. I mean, I personally would use it for the PS5 connectivity and just, watching it on the VR screen. But, shout out to Apple for using some 2K footage too, man. That'll really attract a lot of Sony fanboys out there, but oh man, I'm sorry. I just roasted myself because I'm a 2K fanboy myself, but the device can pass as a workstation as well. So from that angle, the price point isn't too outrageous, but to reiterate, you would really have to be into the whole Tony Stark vibe for workstation use. I'm really surprised that they didn't put the computer part of the headset on your hip as well. This would obviously reduce the weight of the headset on your face, on your head, but having to replace the whole headset instead of upgrading a single part is just Apple's way of milking your wallet.
Forget that, man. That's your whole savings account, man. Gosh.
You're not worried about it, bro. You're balling.
Listen, man.
This is coming from the guy who wants to buy a Razer Blade laptop for $4,000. So let's not even go there, bro.
This guy, man.
There's no way in the world you're stressing over this, bro. No way in the world.
In my defense, man, I've been looking at this laptop for a very long time, and I want top tier quality, man.
Yeah, whatever. Just pull the trigger, bro. Back to the Apple Vision Pro here. Obviously, the 2 hours of battery life is a serious ball drop, but my guess is another Apple move will be in play to extend the battery life. And if they do a second iteration of the device, those improvements will be made down the line. Apple once again dominating the tech industry and bank accounts everywhere. The last topic in the show notes is iOS 17, where we're getting a lot of new features and changes to FaceTime and messages. So, we now have posters for customizing contact cards, and you can easily share these with the name drop feature for AirDrop in iOS 17. We also get live voicemails to monitor and respond to voicemails in real time. You also get a quick audio transcription to help translate what the other person is saying. FaceTime updates include the ability to leave voicemails within the FaceTime app and short videos. Journal makes its debut as the newest app in iOS 17, which uses info from the iPhone like location, photos, music, and combines them into one memory. And lastly, Standby. So if your phone is in landscape mode, you can see widgets you pick or any other relevant information you may want to see at a quick glance. The BCIP podcast with a jam-packed episode covering all things Apple and gaming. I am Brandon Sherry. He is Isaiah Oshilo. We will see you in the next one.